Hello, I'm Dr. Mia. Today, I want to sit with you for a moment, like two friends sharing about two simple foods that can change the way you see health after 50. Oats and quinoa. Two friends from nature helping to stabilize blood sugar while nourishing your heart, mind, and emotions. Things we paid less attention to when we were young, but which become more precious as we age. Have you ever wondered why one person gets healthier from the same bowl of oatmeal while another sees their blood sugar spike? I've met hundreds of patients like that. They come to me, both anxious and confused. Dr. Mia, I heard oats are good for diabetics, so why isn't my blood sugar stable? And you know, the answer doesn't just lie in the oats themselves, but also in how we understand our bodies, how we combine our foods, and how we face the aging process. One spring morning last year, I met Frank, 67, a tall man who was a former Navy serviceman. He came in looking a little sad. I thought I was doing everything right, doctor. I eat oatmeal every morning, no sugar, no pastries, yet my blood sugar is still high. I smiled, invited him to sit down, and asked gently, Frank, what do you usually eat your oatmeal with? He replied, I cook it with milk, add a little honey and a few slices of banana, just to make it easier to eat. I understood immediately. In truth, he wasn't wrong. He just didn't know that oats don't like to go alone with sugary friends like honey and bananas. Oats are a complex carbohydrate, meaning they contain starch, but also soluble fiber, especially beta-glucan, a nutrient that helps slow down sugar absorption. However, if you combine it with high-sugar foods like honey or sweet fruits, that effect will be lost. I told him, try substituting the banana with a few slices of green apple or some chia seeds. Add a spoonful of Greek yogurt instead of honey. You will see your body respond completely differently. 2 weeks later, he came back. His blood sugar was more stably lowered, and more importantly, he said he felt full longer and more alert in the morning. Just a small change, but the meaning is profound. Oats are not just a simple breakfast. They are like a good friend. When you understand them, they help you immensely. In the supermarket, you can see all kinds of oats: rolled oats, oat flour, oat bran, and even those flavored with chocolate or strawberry. If you are looking to control your blood sugar, stay away from the flavored types. They often have added sugar, sometimes hidden in the ingredient list that you don't notice. Instead, choose oat bran. The bran is the outer layer of the oat kernel, where most of the fiber is contained. The interesting thing is, when you eat oat bran, the body takes much longer to digest, and that causes blood sugar to rise slower. It's like walking uphill instead of running. Your heart still works, but rhythmically, more steadily. Many patients ask me, so doctor, can I eat oats every day? The answer is yes, but in moderation. A small serving, about half a cup of dry oats every morning, is enough for most adults. And if you combine it with protein, like eggs, yogurt, cottage cheese, you are creating what I call the breakfast of balance. It doesn't just nourish the body, it nourishes the peace within. Next is quinoa, the sibling of oats. I want you to imagine this. A summer lunch, instead of white rice, you try substituting it with a bowl of quinoa. On the outside, they are just small, off-white seeds, but inside is a treasure trove of nutrition. Quinoa is not a true grain. It is the seed of a plant related to spinach and beets. What makes quinoa special is that it contains all 9 essential amino acids, something very few plant foods achieve. It is also rich in fiber and has a low glycemic index, helping your body absorb energy slower, more sustainably. One of my female patients, Susan, 62, who had type 2 diabetes. She said, I've lived my whole life on white rice, doctor. I can't give it up. I didn't ask her to quit, I just suggested, try replacing half a cup of rice with half a cup of quinoa, just 3 meals a week. 3 months later, her test results showed a significant reduction in blood sugar, and her cholesterol was also more stable. The thing that made me happiest was when she said, "I don't crave sweets anymore, Mia." My body seems to understand how to regulate itself. And that's not just biology. It's the harmony between consciousness and the body. When we nourish the body with the right food, it knows how to heal itself. I want to share an important point that many people often overlook. No food is a miracle if we don't know how to listen to our bodies. Oats and quinoa are both good, but if you eat too much or eat them incorrectly, they can still cause blood sugar to rise. For example, if you add honey, sweet fruits, or consume them with fruit juice, all of those add up the sugar load. The body after age 50 no longer burns energy as fast as it did when you were 30. Therefore, the key is not just what you eat, but how much you eat and what you eat it with. If you are very active and exercise regularly, you can afford a larger portion of oats or quinoa. But if you have a sedentary job, reduce the portion slightly and increase green vegetables, lean protein, or good fats like olive oil. I often tell my patients, food is the most powerful medicine if you use it correctly, but it can also be a poison if you forget to listen to your body. Your body is always sending signals. Fatigue after eating, drowsiness, or early hunger are messages that we need to pay attention to. Studies in the U.S. have shown that people who eat oats or quinoa regularly have lower HbA1c levels, the average blood sugar level, compared to the group that eats refined starches. Not only that, but they also have lower LDL cholesterol levels, which helps keep the heart healthy and blood vessels flexible. But what matters most to me is not just the numbers in the lab report. I care about the look in their eyes, the relief, the belief that they can control their own bodies. That is the most precious thing after 50, the feeling that you are still in charge of your own health. I remember someone once asked me, "Dr. Mia, I'm 70. Is there anything I can still change?" I looked into their eyes and said, "Our bodies never stop listening to us. We just sometimes stop talking to them. Just one small change in your daily meal, a bowl of oatmeal instead of a pastry, a serving of quinoa instead of white rice, is the beginning of a healing journey." If you are listening to me today, I want you to remember one thing. Your body is not betraying you. It is only responding to how you treat it. Let oats and quinoa be two companions on that journey. You don't have to change everything in one day, just one better choice every morning. Add a little patience, a little self-love, and you will see your body transform daily. Age 50 is not the end. It's the time we start living more mindfully, eating slower, and being grateful for every heartbeat, every breath. Thank you for being here with me. I'm Dr. Mia, and I believe that every right meal, every small decision can bring you closer to health, to joy, and to your true self. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe. We have many more beautiful stories about health, about aging, and about learning to love your body no matter how old you are. Thank you for watching the entire video.